Good afternoon, this is Mr. Touchton. Today we are going to talk about long division. Now, a lot of my students have been struggling with things that involve division, so I just wanted to make a video that'll clear it up and give you the steps to be able to do this very quickly so that you can master this skill. Now, we're going to start with a very, very simple problem of 72 divided by 8. So, remember, division is just reverse of multiplication. So, what I'm going to do is take 72 and divide it by 8. How many times would 8 go into 72? Well, 8 times 9 is 72, and I would take 9 times 8 is 72, subtract, and I'm left with 0. So 72 divided by 8 is 9. Now, let's move on to the next one right over here. This one's a little bit more complicated. Now we have 248 divided by 4. So what I'm going to do is going to take this and say, can 4 go into 2? It can't. It's too big to go into 2. So let's see if it can go into 24. 4 can go into 24 6 times, because 6 times 4 is 24. I'm going to subtract that and get 0. My next step would be to bring down my 8. And then I have to ask myself here, how many times does 4 go into 8? It only goes in twice. So I put my 2 up here. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract it, and I have no remainder left, and my answer is 62. 62 times 4 equals 248, so therefore 248 divided by 4 is 62. Now, I'm going to move on to one a little bit more complicated, because now I've got 2 digits in this spot. So I've got 276 divided by 23. So I would say, can 23 go into 2? It cannot. It's too big to go into 2. So, does it go into 27? It can. It can go in 1 time. 1 times 23 is 23. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to go ahead and subtract. 27 minus 23 is 4. So my next step would be to bring down my next number, which is 6. Can 23 go into 46? It can. It can go in twice. So I take my 2. 2 times 23 is 46, and it is coming out evenly. So 276 divided by 23 equals 12. Now we'll take one more over here, and this one isn't going to divide in evenly. We're not going to end up with just a whole number. We're going to end up with a mixed number. So can 4 go into 2? It cannot. But 4 can go into 23 5 times. So I write my 5 up here. 5 times 4 is 20. I would subtract, and 23 minus 20 is going to be 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to write R3 for remainder 3. What I'm going to do is going to take 5, and I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Obviously, that's my whole number. And then I'm going to take what's remaining and put it as a fraction. 5 and 3 fourths. So 5 and 3 fourths times 4 equals 23. So therefore, 23 divided by 4 is 5 and 3 fourths. That's all we have for you today. I hope that helps, and I'll see you soon.